Hey, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the question that I always get, which is, can I increase my credit score within 30 days? And to answer that question, I'm not going to say yes and I'm not going to say no. What I will say is, depending on your credit profile and how it's structured, if you have a low credit score, you can see a major increase in your credit score once you start disputing those negative accounts and getting those items deleted from your credit report, as well as you're rebuilding your credit profile at the same time. So in today's video, I'm gonna go over a few things that you guys can start doing to see a major increase in your credit score. So the first thing is, you want to pull a copy of your credit report. You can get a copy of your report from annualcreditreport.com. It is free for all three. I'll also put in the link where you can pull it for $1. It's a 7-day trial and you can see all three side by side. So it's better to pinpoint all inaccuracies, negative remarks. It's just kind of better to read. But either way, get a copy of your credit report. You need to highlight all inaccuracies. You need to highlight all errors, all negative accounts reporting on your credit report. Start off with your personal information section first. Make sure that you only have one name, one address, birthday, social, employer. If you have any outdated information in this section, you need to call the credit bureaus. I'll put their number in the description box. It's super easy. Call them, get this information updated, and all of their old outdated information deleted. Start there. Next, you're going to move into the negative accounts. And I will say, if you have any collections and you just don't want to go back and forth and they're low balance collections, you call the agencies and ask for a pay to delete. A pay to delete is you going to them, asking them to delete this account in exchange for your payment. But only agree to this if the company offer pay to deletes. And if they do, you want to make sure that you get it in writing. Another thing, when you're offering pay to delete, do not say it's $100 collections. Don't offer them the whole $100. Make sure that you're offering them 20% of whatever that debt is. So only $20. The max I will go is $30. Always offer settlements. If you do this, that's another thing to get those collections gone as soon as possible. But if you do have time to dispute, I definitely recommend going through the whole dispute process. The next point is low utilization. You want to make sure that you're reporting low utilization on your statement date. Two important dates you want to always remember is your due date and your statement date. Of course, the due date is the date that you need to pay at least your minimum to avoid any late fees. But if you don't want any interest, you need to zero out your balance. If you can't afford to do that, I definitely understand. You just need to make sure that you're working on paying your credit card debt down. And then your statement date. Your statement date is a few days after your due date. You want to make sure that you're not using your credit card between your due date and your statement date. You want to make sure that you're reporting a low utilization. So typically you want to report 10% or under utilization of whatever your credit limit is. If you want to have excellent utilization, you want to make sure that you're reporting 1 to 6 utilization on your statement date. If you don't know your statement dates, you need a little help in this area, please do not hesitate to book a call with me. I'll give you guys a breakdown of when you need to pay your bills, how much. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me directly. The next point is, ask a family member to add you on as an authorized user, but only do this if that family member have credit age, if they're responsible, if they're trustworthy. If they're not neither of those, please do not ask them to add you on as an AU, because whatever they do affects you. And if they do add you on as an AU, you need to make sure that you have credit card loans in your name as well, because when you go to a creditor, they don't want to just see what that AU is doing. They want to see what you are doing as well. So that's another thing that you can do. Ask a family member to be added on as an AU on their credit card. The next point is, make sure that you guys are paying your bills on time. You cannot afford to have a late payment that can drop your score up to 100 points. If you were late on a closed account, you need to dispute that closed account with the credit bureaus. If the account is open and you were late, you need to send a goodwill adjustment letter to your creditor. the last point is ask for credit limit increases. If you have credit cards in your name, if you're being responsible, if you're paying the company back as you should, you can ask for a credit limit increase. And the more you ask for those increases, the more available credit that you'll have reporting on your credit profile. So these are just a few tips that you can do in order to see your credit score jump within 30 days, 30 to 90 days, I will say. That's all I have for this video. If you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'll put my email as well as the link to book a free consultation with me. I am offering free consultations up until the end of the year. So I hope this video helped you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.